Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, but things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. Y'all better give me some eggs. Why not listen to Steve Harvey? Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. I'm not afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, man. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Trying to do something with it, too, man. I was having a conversation the other day with a young person, and they were telling me how they felt that their life was stuck, that their life was in a rut, that they didn't know what to do next. And one of the things that was causing them this sadness or this depression, I mean, they're really, really into something right now. One of the things that was causing it was the fact that they had made a list of things they wanted to accomplish by a certain age. And that age, they just had a birthday recently. And they were looking at the list, and the list hadn't been fulfilled. And because that list hadn't been fulfilled, they were really, really sad about it. You know, one of the things that they had on the list was marriage, kids, and I don't know everything else that was on the list, but that was one of them. And because she had reached a certain age and she wasn't married and she didn't have the kids and she had just celebrated her birthday, she's gone into this mode of sadness where it's really, really taking a toll on her. And as I was learning about her situation, I was thinking about it, and I just wanted to share this with you all this morning, that one of the things about making a list about what you want, which I happen to be a proponent of, I do it myself. I have people have dream boards. I have a goal sheet. I've been doing it for years. It's a wonderful way to set goals and to keep it in front of you as a constant reminder. And I always go over this goal list every day. You know, I mean, I go over it all the time, every day. Sometimes I miss a day here and there, but mostly every day I pull my goal sheet out and I look at it, I read it. So I was going to these rallies and I was learning about, people who were successful and how they kept their mind right and positive. And one of the things I learned was to make these dream boards, these lists, these goal sheets. And, in making a goal sheet, and you make the sheet according to what you want, think about one thing. When you made your goal sheet about what you wanted, does your goal sheet have on it what God wants from you? Did you ask in any of this what was his will in your life? You know, look, man, what we want oftentimes is not what he wants for us. And, you know, if you're fighting against what you were created for, if you're fighting against his will, I mean, what do you want to happen? See, don't be so hard on yourself when you look at your goal sheet and you look at what you've not become, what you thought was a great idea. Don't be so hard on yourself because you just made a minor mistake, as do most people. We oftentimes make our goals and set our goals up without ever considering what is it that God wants from us. We keep talking about what we want without ever finding out or knowing what it is God wants for us. Well, guess what, man? Maybe you fighting against the grain. Maybe you just a salmon heading upstream. That's a tough fight upstream. Not all salmons get up to the spawning grounds, you know. Some of them don't make it upstream, you know. But all of them, nearly all of them, except the ones that's killed by prey, when they're spawned, they go out to the ocean. That's cool because you're going with the grain. You're going downstream. You're going with the flow. But when it's time to go against the grain, it's tough. And a lot of us have just been going against the grain for all of these years. But you know what? Listen, man, I did it. I know a lot of people who did it. Very few people get it right from the very beginning. Man, you got to stumble through life sometimes. Sometimes you got to fall through life. You got to make a lot of mistakes, man. But these mistakes are not failures. You know, when you fail at something, don't look at it as a failure. Don't look at yourself as a failure because you're 30 and your goals ain't reached that you had on your list. That was your list. What about the things that's going right? Stop looking at what you're not. Take some time out and thank God for what you are. How about the fact that you keep waking up to be 30? You know, you get depressed about these birthdays. You really want to throw yourself in some depression. Miss a birthday. You really got a problem now. Look at where you are. You keep reaching birthdays. That's a glorious blessing. You keep waking up. You got your health. You've accomplished something. Something on your list is done. People spend too much time on the negative side and you're just throwing yourself into depression. So what, you wanted to be married by a certain age and you wanted to have kids. Okay, cool. You could have done all that with the wrong person. There's a blessing in not being married to the wrong person. There's a blessing in not having kids and nobody to help you raise them. There's a blessing in that, man. You're talking to somebody who can tell it to you. You can marry the wrong person if you want to. I'm telling you, you're going to be up in some mess you can't count on. So instead of being angry because you're not married, you don't have kids, why don't you thank God, the man? Maybe he spared you from some misery here. Maybe you could have married the wrong person. Maybe you'd have kids and you're not really ready to be a mother or a father. You got to look at the upside, man. Quit looking at what you don't have. Take some time to thank God for what you do have. When you do that, you make more room for blessings to flow into your life. I'm not saying how God thinks because I really don't know, but I'm telling you. If a person comes to me and I always give a person something and they never appear grateful or they never say thank you, please know you can quit coming to me. Now, I don't know that's how God works because I've gone back to him several times without being grateful or thanking him, and he's filled my basket up again. So I really think he's not like that. But I can't make the call for sure. But I think at one point in time, just me talking, I'd be a little ticked off at somebody who was always taking and never showing any gratitude. At one point in time, I would just stop the flow of the take. You know, you can't take no more from me. That's what I would do. Now, I'm not calling it like that because I ain't him, but I know he's merciful. He's full of goodness and he'll forgive you again. And thank God he does that because he's sure enough done it for me. But wow, man, take some time out today and be grateful for what you have. Stop complaining about where you're not and think about where you are and then take it from there. And the next time you make a list, make sure on that list you have God's will. What does he want for you? God give everybody a gift and a talent. Some of us never apply our gifts and talents. We head off in another direction. Then you wonder why your life ain't where it's supposed to be. Have you ever thought about what God gifted you to do? Have you ever thought about doing that? Skip what you want. I wanted to play in the NBA, but I got to tell you something. At dribbling and shooting and running all at one time, it was throwing me off a little bit. You know, so I'm doing what I do. It's pretty cool. You can look at it that way, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is here again. The day after a great day, another day. He just keeps on giving it to us. He keeps giving us great days, man. Man, oh man, I'm so thankful. How about you? This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Junior, Mississippi Monica, the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Junior, anything on your mind today?
Oh, plenty on my mind. You already know plenty on my mind. But let me ask you something. Talk to me about these coping skills you need me to develop. Tell me about these.
Well, Junior, you got to have coping skills because life is going to present a series of problems. And the way you develop coping skills, Junior, is as you get the problems and you work through them, you put that in your toolbox. See, God gives us problems and challenges to help us to develop the toolbox that we need to get us through the rest of our life. Life is a series of challenges, setbacks, and hardships and moments that you have to develop skills, certain skill sets to get through them. And you've had a lot of stuff that you've gotten through, but once you get through it, how you got through it, you got to put that tool in your toolbox, you see. So when it come up again, but what I see happening to you a lot of times is when the problem come up again, you keep going, oh, here it is again. Why is it keep happening to me? Open your damn toolbox, man, and use the tool that you had to fix that so it don't be the problem no more.
Okay.
You know, we got to get better at problem solving because life not finna get easier.
Oh, it's not.
All you got to do is keep living.
I'll tell you it's not.
No, I'm telling you right now, it don't. But if you got to have the same reaction to the same problem, you ain't showing no growth. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's what you got to do.
See how Tommy looking at me? See?
I'm tired of us raising you, Junior, because your ass is 40-something. I'm just tired of it. It's just every day we raising Junior. That's just...
Everybody goes through stuff, though. I mean...
But I know that, but just get through it, man. Just, good God.
What?
Every day we raising Junior. He got a question about what he going through. He didn't hurt his finger. He didn't hurt this. He didn't hurt that. There's always something Junior going through.
Keeping up with Junior.
Yes, man. Keeping up with Junior. It's just something just every day, man. Oh, wait, Unc, I put my shoelaces in the row. What I'm supposed to do, Unc? My shoe would keep falling out. It's just every day is something, man.
Don't let him do you.
What in the Unc, I got wax in my ear, Unc. I couldn't hear nothing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Unc, what I'm supposed to do, Unc? I couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't hear nothing. I get the wax out. What I'm supposed to do, Unc? Ooh. Oh, every day is something Junior going through.
What we doing, Tommy? We raising Junior.
You got to pray you through that. It's just, good God.
Keeping up with Junior.
Lord. Oh,
well, man, it's going to be
Tommy Dares, man.
And then Junior say, look how Tommy looking at me. Yeah, now you see why. Well, you couldn't wonder what the look is about.
All right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew again as he runs that prank back right after this.
There's a bad day.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here, Shirley, is the most important thing at my mama's house right here. This right here is my mama's tree. My mama's tree. Everybody had a tree at their mama's house. That was the hide-and-go-seek tree. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You already know. Don't forget what you used to do back in the day. This right here is my mama's tree. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, man. I speak to Lord.
Yeah, this is Lord. This is Terry.
Who?
This Terry. I'm about 10 minutes from the yard, big dog.
This ain't no Terry. Look, man. Is this Lord that work for
Yes, sir.
Listen. You just came down Clayton Street and hit and tore all the limbs off my mama maple tree that's hanging over the street. And now she got limbs hanging all in the street. We got to cut this whole tree down because you done messed it up and you the one that just drove through here.
Hey, sir, I ain't been down Clayton Street today, sir.
Say what?
I ain't been down Clayton Street today. I ain't even been in no residential neighborhood today, sir.
You just came down Clayton Street a couple hours ago and done tore all the limbs off my mama tree.
Sir,
my mama, that tree been in our family 25 years. And you just came down the street and just tore it all apart.
Sir, I ain't been down Clayton Road today. How did you get this number, by the way?
Don't worry about how I got your number. Somebody got to pay for my mama tree.
Well, sir, I ain't been down Clayton Road today. I'm sorry.
Call him back, dog.
Hello?
Lord, did you just hang up on me?
Yes, sir. I told you I didn't been down no Clayton Road today. Now what?
Look, I told you, you just came down Clayton Road and just tore my mama tree up.
Man,
all
I
the
ain't
limbs.
been down no residential neighborhood today, man. Quit calling my phone with that.
Look, my grandmama planted that tree. Now you done got the nerve.
Planted it. Move the in. Cut the branches off the son of a.
If them branches is clear enough, you're not supposed to be driving them 18-wheel trucks down this residential area like this here.
Man, I was making delivery. Got now if I had to come down that street, I would have. But I told you once, I ain't came down no Clayton Street today.
You just said you had to make a delivery. Now you saying you ain't been down Clayton Street.
I said if I had to make a delivery down there, I would have came down that street. I ain't had to come down there.
You been on Clayton Street today. Now that part I do know. And what you
Maybe you got the wrong driver, dude.
No. I got the right driver. And what I do know is you done tore my mama tree up. We got to cut this old tree down. And you know what? You gonna pay for this.
Man, I ain't paying for a mother tree. That tree can kiss.
I know you ain't talking about my mama tree.
Well, guess what? Take your tree and take your mama, and both of y'all go out there and plant another tree then.
We ain't planting no more trees. That tree been in our family for years. You gonna mess around and get your whooped behind this tree.
Bring it on then. Bring your on and bring the tree with you.
You gonna make me whoop with a branch off that tree.
Well, I tell you what. If you that bad, then I tell you what. If I was on Clayton Street today, I'd meet on Clayton Street with the tree.
You come on over here to Clayton right now, because I'm right out here in the street on the cordless phone. You come on outside. My mama's sitting up in there crying behind this tree because you done tore the limbs off of it, and we got to cut it down now because you done messed it up.
Go get her a napkin and tell her wipe her eyes then. I ain't been down no street.
I know you ain't sitting here talking about my mama now. See, you tripping now, dog.
Hey,
you tripping, dog.
Man,
you already... Look, man, I grew up with this tree in my front yard. Yeah. I grew up with this tree. Now, you got the nerve to drive through here, driving too fast, because if you would have drove slow, you wouldn't have been hitting all them limbs like that. Y'all be running down here too fast through here.
Man, look here. I done told you once, man, I ain't been down no Clayton Street. Now, like I told you, if you want to meet me on Clayton Street, will. All right? Now, I'm sorry about your mom tree and but hell, there ain't nothing I can do about it because I ain't been down no Clayton Street.
It's one thing you can do about it. You can pay for it, and that's what you gonna do. Now, you gonna either give me some money or I'm gonna get it out you. But you coming over here. Matter of fact, you can go and come over here now. That big truck around and bring your butt on over here right now.
Well, I might as well go and turn it around because I ain't paying for no tree. I can take right now.
That's fine. That's fine. But I tell you, when you get here, my cousin here and all my uncles is here sitting up here looking at what you done to this tree. So bring your on.
Yeah, well, look at here. Take that tree and stuff it up in your all right? I ain't finna worry with you in this tree no more because I done told you once. I ain't finna tree.
You come on right now because you don't know what this tree mean to me. This tree right here used to be home base for hide and go seek.
Are you crying? You big you crying too? Man, look here, dog. I ain't dog tree, dog. Just look here. Wipe your eyes and
To hell with you, this tree right here.
Look, I'm turning my You just meet me on Clayton Street, all right?
Let me tell you something. This tree used to be first base for kickball. Do you hear me?
Man, ball dude. I done told you once, I ain't tree, all right? Don't hell around this dude.
Your name Lloyd, but you ain't L. LL is Cool J, and he would not have come down here and tore up my mama tree. He is not that kind of person. But you Lord.
What the hell you crying for, man? What the crying for?
Because you done messed up my mama tree.
You sound like a girl. I'm crying because my mama tree broke.
Let me tell you something. Around and bring your down.
I'll be there in 10 minutes to meet your on Clayton.
Well, it's going to be more than me. My uncles is here. My cousins is here. All of them.
Oh, the Brady Brunch family, huh?
Whatever.
Man, bring them, bro.
I tell you
but
what.
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be hot water in this state.
Don't make me no different. They call you LL. My knock you out. And that's what you finna get, LL. That's right.
Well, come on
Lord.
with it then. Come on with it, because I'm here. All right?
Well, listen,
ain't no running. I'm by my self.
Cool. Don't make me no... Listen,
Straight up.
I'm finna tell you one more thing about this tree. Is you listening to me?
I'm listening, bro.
Is you listening?
I done told you once. I don't give a about that tree, but if you want to talk about it, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy, JJ.
Man, look, man. What did you just say?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy.
You got to be kidding me, man.
Ain't no,
don't do that.
no, ain't no tree messed up, and you ain't been on Clayton Street, dog.
Why was this JoJo when I see his man?
Oh, man. You all right, dog?
I'm straight.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
Yay.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Carla will have some highlights from last night's iHeartRadio Music Awards. Oh, yeah. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album became the most streamed album on several platforms. Congratulations to Beyonce. And now Lizzo is saying she quit. Lizzo says she quit and blames lies and bullying for the step back. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. This is from Pruitt in Langley. Pruitt says, my wife and I were working with a realtor that I was attracted to. I ended up having sex with her. So now I prefer to use a different realtor, but she swears she can be professional. Do I trust her to work with me and my wife or get another realtor?
Boy, you better get another realtor. I'm going to tell you right now. If you think you need to get another realtor, you need to get another realtor. Boy, first of all, let me help you understand something. I don't care what she say. Your wife going to pick up on it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She gonna sniff that out so fast, dog. You got to get another realtor.
Damn, the realtor, dog? You get the realtor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Still ain't got the house.
And he should tell the realtor what?
No, it ain't nothing. My wife want to get another realtor.
Okay.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
You think?
I want to show you
We're
this
not going to buy a
house.
house. We changed our mind.
Right. We don't have no money.
The market's too bad right now.
Woo, you right, Steve.
Get another realtor. All right, moving on to Sheena in Hyattsville. Sheena says, I take sleep meds, and I suspected that my husband was up to something at night. So I pretended to be asleep, and I caught him smoking weed on the porch. He has the nerve to be mad because I snuck up on him. Is this reverse psychology or what?
Well, what you mean you caught him smoking weed on the porch? Your husband grown. You know how many people smoke weed? So I'm trying to figure out. I knew something was up. He's smoking weed on the porch. You lucky he wasn't somewhere else smoking weed with somebody else. At least he was on the porch. Y'all got a whole nother problem. First of all, look, you take meds to go to sleep. You need to find out why you got to do that. Secondly, your husband smoking weed on the porch. He at home. He on the porch. Weed legal now.
Okay. She takes meds because she can't sleep.
And I guess he smoked to get him some sleep. I don't know.
So he out on the porch smoking weed. It's a lot of stuff men don't. It's hard to be a man. Now, ladies, listen to me. I'm not saying it ain't hard being a woman. I can only imagine how difficult that must be. But it's a lot of pressure on these men out here today because men don't have support groups like women do. Y'all got friends, girl, let me tell you what happened. Then y'all get together and work through it. Dudes don't have that. Hey, man, you good? Yeah, I'm all right. All right, man, cool. And we keep right on moving. Men got to do a better job of that, because there's some cats over there. It's a whole lot of cats, man, want to pull up the white flag nowadays and just say, hey, man, I'm checking out. I can't handle it no more. We got to do a better job checking on each other.
So, all right. So that's it. Okay, moving on. Natasha in Grand Prairie says, my husband and my sister can't stand each other. They were arguing and she said he's tiny below the waist. He told her he'd whip it out and show her if she didn't shut up. I'm concerned. Why would their argument center around that?
Say what? First of all, why would your sister...
What?
Why would your sister even wonder about him? See, let me tell you something. It ain't that they really can't stand each other.
They flirting.
It's they can't stand being around each other with all that tension.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
You shut up. You little. Who little? Who you calling little? Girl, you okay? Keep on. That's why let me show you something. You just running your mouth, show it.
Yeah.
That's the go-to argument.
Come on, Cletus.
She was trying to crush him, huh?
Yeah. You all let's see it. Well, I said I ain't seen nothing. You keep talking. I heard my sister in there hollering the other night. What she hollering for?
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's all that. You talking all that smack. Girl, who you? What?
Who you?
Who you think I ain't? What girl? Who? I tell you what, you keep on. You gonna find out what she hollering for. Make me holler. Make me holler.
Make me holler. Make me sweat. Yes, make me sweat. Okay.
I love it, Steve.
Who you?
One more time, Steve. Who you?
Who you talking? Who's small? Girl, you better ask about me. Well, you know they call me big and small. Who you talking to?
Who you? Okay. All right.
Cinnamon talking about small.
And he's
you don't know me.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, man.
But
All
that's
right.
your sister and your husband.
I'm with the sister. How did the argument center around that? All right. Last one, Steve. This is from Evelyn in Talladega. She says, our daughter...
Who you? They call me big and small.
Our daughter, this is from Evelyn in Talladega, Steve. Last one. Our daughter moved out in January, and my husband still buys all of her groceries, cleaning products, and even her feminine items. She's 32, but she still loves taking advantage of her dad. He won't let her be independent. How do I stop this?
Ooh, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Huh?
Don't ask me, because every time they call me, I give it to them.
Yeah.
A daughter can have anything she wants.
Man, I don't know.
Girl,
Man,
dad.
shoot.
Whatever she wants.
They've never called me for help, and I ain't gave it to them, ever.
Right.
And not one time they can say they asked me for some money. And now they mama done shut it down now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. No, you're not giving them nothing. But if she don't find out, I send it. Yeah.
Girl dads.
Yeah, they got it like that with me.
It's all right.
It's a wonderful problem.
She's 32, yeah. Her mom wants her to be independent and not take advantage of her dad.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we go. Carla is here with highlights from last night's iHeartRadio Music Awards. Carla, it was good, huh?
It was really good. I mean, check this out, guys. The biggest name in music performed on stage in front of a live and loud audience. The audience was lit. Let me tell you. It was at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. Luda hosted the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Awards. He did his thing. And Justin Timberlake kicked that thing off and performed. SZA won R&B Artist of the Year and Song of the Year. She looked beautiful. She talked about winning big, and she also talked about, writing songs that I guess she felt her songs weren't for the radio. Wrong.
Yeah. She did it her way.
She did it her way. She is so talented. I just love me some SZA. Jelly Roll. Oh my goodness. And Lainey Wilson, they brought the house down. Did you see it with their duet Save Me? And, I just love Jelly Roll. I love his story. I love his story in and out of the jail judicial system, if you will, since he was a teenager, turned his life around, and he is now a country music and pop artist. He is a star.
Come on, boy.
And Carla, he thanks Jesus. I love
he did. He did. You saw that, Junior, Shirley? Yeah, y'all saw that? Yep. And Tommy Cher was presented the Icon Award by Meryl Streep, and Jennifer Hudson killed it. You know, Jennifer Hudson, she can sing. Singing Cher's Believe.
She got pipes. She got pipes.
And honey, Beyonce, fresh off her release of Cowboy Carter, my girl took home the Innovator Award presented by the legend himself, Stevie Wonder. Let me tell you something. Stevie Wonder giving you your flowers. You a bad girl. You are
her outfit was fly too, boy. Her outfit was fly.
Yes, it was. Yes, of course. Representing H-Town, of course. What can you say? Take a listen. Beyonce, she thanked iHeartRadio Music and the fans, and she talked about being an innovator. Take a listen.
Innovation starts with a dream, but then you have to execute that dream, and that road can be very bumpy. Being an innovator is seeing what everyone believes is impossible. Being an innovator often means being criticized, which often will test your mental strength. Being an innovator is leaning on faith and trusting that God will catch you and guide you.
Yes, Lord. Yes. So congratulations to Beyonce. Did you see her leading Stevie Wonder off stage? She would not let him go. I love that. I will never.
You better not let him go. Let
Stevie go.
Let Stevie go. What did you talking about, Carl? No, he's going the other direction. You can't let Stevie just go.
I know that, but it was just touching. It's just to see those two together like that. TLC performed. Looking good with special guest Lotto. She performed Left Eye's part on Waterfalls. It was cool for them to have her as a special guest. Taylor Swift won Artist of the Year. Of course, she won Artist of the Year. But SZA won R&B Artist of the Year and Song of the Year. So giving her props. So iHeart Music Awards 2024. iHeart, y'all did that. Yeah. We did that. We worked for iHeart. Go ahead, iHeart.
So did.
All right, Carla, thank you. And other entertainment news, Lizzo. Have you guys heard about this? Lizzo is quitting, or she threatened to quit the music business. Over the weekend, Lizzo told her 12 million Instagram followers how she felt rejected by the world. Quote, she says, I'm constantly up against lies and being the butt of the joke because of how I look. My character being picked apart. I didn't sign up for this stuff. I quit. Leading up to this post, she faced criticism for performing at a New York City fundraiser for President Biden. She also faces a pair of lawsuits from her dancers accusing her of creating a toxic workplace of racial discrimination and sexual harassment. The judge recently denied Lizzo's request to toss either case, as well as her demand to seal from public view the evidence against her. And I hope she doesn't quit. I don't want her to quit.
Don't quit.
Yeah. Don't quit, Lizzo.
Yeah.
Finally, in entertainment news, today is April 2nd, and this is what would have been Marvin Gaye's 85th birthday. And yesterday was the 40th anniversary of his death. Meanwhile, the BBC News reported that a treasure trove of 30 tapes featuring 66 previously unheard song demos by Marvin, along with other valuable personal items such as stage clothes and notebooks, have surfaced. They were reportedly left by Marvin Gaye 2 years before his death to Belgian musician Charles Dumoulin. Now, Dumoulin's attorney said he believes the items belong to him, Dumoulin, rather than Marvin Gaye's heirs, because Marvin gave it to him and said, do whatever you want with it. And he never came back. Is what I say. He might be facing a lawsuit.
Because you know Marvin Gaye's family.
Yeah, they come for you.
Here we go.
They play zero games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it comes to his stuff.
Yeah, just ask Robin Thicke, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's good to know, no matter what happens, that there's still some more music out there, some stuff that we haven't even heard that may, get out one day. All of us who love Marvin Gaye. All right. Well, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, Steve has some exciting news he wants to share. You don't want to miss it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. So, Steve, we're all excited. You have some big news to share with us today.
Well, I got some more news, because the last time I did this fireside chat over on the Steve Harvey Network, it was such a huge success. I'm back again this Wednesday, April 3rd.
Tomorrow.
I've got some exciting news. There was a lot of fun we had. I'm extending public access to my Steve Harvey Network. It's my motivational membership community. And you're not going to have to worry about it not being real or nothing, because it's all live and it's me. I'll be on there Wednesday. Live, it's me. Now, I'm going to be sharing what inspires me every day, what fuels my purpose. I'll be giving out examples and tools you need to make it, to become successful or happy, whatever your goal is. And this week, I'm being joined by my buddy, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is my special guest on Wednesday. So spread the word. Another great king of motivation. Dr. Phil will be with me Wednesday. All you got to do is go to the Steve Harvey Network. It's my fireside chat. Y'all can join us on stage. The Steve Harvey Network is where you can connect and exchange knowledge to help everybody elevate to where it is you're trying to get to. So just go to the SteveHarveyNetwork.com. If you put in this promo code, SHN, which is the abbreviation for Steve Harvey Network, just put in SHN10 is the promo code. Please join the network. It just started off. This is the second one I'm doing, and already I got superstar guests on. Dr. Phil will be here Wednesday on the Steve Harvey Network. Damn.
We love Dr. Phil.
Boy, you know how to go get them.
Huh? We love Dr. Phil.
I do too. That's my dude.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's my dude. He and I are launching a huge project this week too.
Oh, that's big.
You'll hear
Congrats.
about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right now.
I'll give you a hint. We're launching the opening of the Merit Studios.
That's the
Merit
hint. What?
Street Studios.
Nice.
Pretty much laid it out there.
Dr. Phil, I'm just going to tell you. It's a small hint.
What hint is that? A studio?
Get your mind right. In Dallas, Fort Worth, opening this week.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Matter of
that's
fact,
great,
today.
I remember when we met Dr. Phil at your Hollywood, when you got your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and he was so kind.
He was so
nice
cool.
Person. Yeah, really
that dude,
cool.
Me and him been cool for a long time, man. We've been talking about doing a lot of business together. We've been talking, meeting, and finally happened.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Finally
Congratulations, Steve.
Yep. Always reinventing
Be
yourself.
real, Steve Harvey Network Wednesday, everybody. Be there live. Join us 12, 1 o'clock, one of them times.
Coming up at 34 minutes after. We're going to talk about lying on your resume right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so guys, people listen to us every morning, mostly on their way to work, or maybe they're about to start a new job. Anyway, so this guy on Facebook said his sister works in HR, so she's always finding lies on applicants' resumes. Some people put down jobs that they've never actually worked, and others usually lie about their education. So here's a question for today. What's the biggest lie you've put on your resume and told, or maybe you've told a lie in a job interview? Or have you ever put a big lie on your resume and they've never caught it?
I already know.
What happened? You say if I want the job.
If I want the job, you gonna have to lie for it.
No.
You gonna lie for it.
I had a lie to get every job I ever had.
This radio job too?
Well, this wasn't the interview.
Right.
Oh, okay. Take us back then.
I just you know, what happened was here, this started back in 2000. Ed Lover and Dre, they had a radio show in L.A., and they were taking some time off, and they just asked me if I wanted to sit in. Steve Hegwood asked me if I wanted to sit in. So all I said was, hey, man, I come up there. They said, just do 2 hours. I said, all right, I'll come up there in L.A. I did 2 hours, but the next person didn't show. So they left me on for 4.
Oh, Lord.
And then that was it. And then they said, hey, man, can you come back and do this again tomorrow? And I came back and did the next day. And they said, man, have you ever thought about a career in radio? Our phone lines is lighting up, man. People faxing. Because, you know, it's faxing back then. People faxing. I said, yeah, man, I'll do it.
Another job on you.
So they asked me to do it for a week, and then the week went by, and they said, hey, man, we want to extend you a contract.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And they extended it. I told them no. Mm-hmm. They said, why not? I said, that ain't no money. He said, well, sir, this is radio. This ain't TV. I don't give a damn what it is.
You want me? This is what I charge.
Yeah, that ain't no money. So they came back with a number that made some sense to me. I said, I go and try this, man. I've been on the radio since 2000. Mm-hmm. This is 24 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 24 years right now.
That's beast.
Then they put Shirley on the show. I had been on it for about a month. And they said, hey, man, we got to get a real radio person in this room because this dude right here, he ain't doing nothing we tell him to do. Because I didn't understand
go to
why I had to name the radio station every time. This is 100.3 to beat. Wait a minute. How, if you listening to me, ain't you already on 100.3 to beat? What is your station on?
If you stop questioning the rules and do it.
I was just sitting up here going, that's the dumbest thing I've heard. Now they mad at me because I ain't saying that. Hey, man, just look at your numbers.
You had
people calling in here.
You had other things to talk about, didn't you?
Yeah, then you got to do a time check. On stage. Then they said, then you got to do traffic report every morning. It's rush hour. It's crowded every damn morning. What you want me to tell you? We in L.A., it's crowded. Rush hour start at 2 a.m. and it go all the way to 2 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's only 2 hours. It's only an hour and a half in L.A. where they rush hour. That's from 2 p.m. to 3:30. After that, it's rush hour.
So what about lying on your resume, though? Did you lie about your education?
Did you lie about
the biggest
anything?
lie I ever told on the application was I said I work well with others.
Oh, that big old lie right there.
Man, I don't give a damn who you put in here.
Yeah, you
I don't like them. Yeah. Because if I don't like you, I'm not fitting to like you. No, if I don't like you, I'm not fitting to like you just because we're working together. No. It's just finna be a couple people in here can't stand each other. What this finna be?
Has that been on every job you've ever had?
I am not going to like you if I feel as though you won't like me. I'm not gonna be the wink link and give in. Just the one over here getting messed over and punked over. I'm not finna do that. No.
So that was the biggest lie. I work well with others.
That's it right there. I don't work well with others. Well, that depends on who it is.
Who the others are?
Yeah. Like I work good with y'all, but ain't nobody else coming in here.
Coming up next, thank you, Steve. Coming up next, it is the nephew in the building with today's prank phone call right after this.
Oh my God.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, and no, Junior didn't write this one, pre-existing conditions.
Uh-oh. I did not.
And I didn't either.
Right now,
Me
the
and him
nephew
is
is here, though.
Yeah,
we'll get into pre-existing conditions in just a few. But right now, it's time for the nephew. He's here, and today's prank phone call. Neff, what you got?
Let me, before I get to the prank, Shirley, let me say thank you to Montgomery, Alabama. They came out, man, at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Me, the boy Earthquake, celebrity, the comedian, J.J. Williamson did the doggone thing. Big ups to my boy Paul Davis down there in the Gump, baby. All right, black hats up. All right, big ups to the Gump. And y'all already know laying in the cut is this week, April Fool's weekend. I'll tell y'all about that after the prank, because there's a whole lot of people on that show. A whole lot of people on that show. Woo! But this right here, this prank is HPP. HPP. That is Husband Protection Program. Husband Protection Program. We got to protect some of these husbands from these wives that are getting out of control. Husband Protection Program. Let's go, Cat.
What?
HPP. I said it. Yes. Let's go, Cat.
Good afternoon. This is Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. My name is Josh. I'm with HPP. Giving you a call. You are married to Mr. Sean. Am I correct?
Yes. You're with who now?
I'm with HPP. We actually picked your husband up from his job today. I wanted to give you a call.
Pick him up for what?
Okay, you're his wife, Morgan, right?
Correct.
Okay. Actually, just wanted to make sure that he's okay, and we're worried about his well-being.
Why would he not be okay? What happened?
Well, nothing's happened as of right now. We've had a conversation with him, and we've checked him out. He's definitely okay.
Okay, but why are you picking him up, though? I don't understand. Why?
All right, just calm down. Hang on a second. I got a couple questions for you. Your husband, he is about, what, 5'9", correct?
Yes.
Right, and you would agree that Sean weighs about 175 pounds. Does that sound about right?
That he weighs? Yes.
Okay. Here's another question. Now, exactly, Morgan, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9" as well.
Okay. And if you don't mind, I know it's a little different type of question, but if you don't mind, how much do you weigh?
I'm like 200. Wait a minute. What does how much I weigh have to do with it? What is wrong with him, and where is he right now?
We actually have him. We have him in our custody right now.
You have him where?
We have him in our custody right now here at our headquarters at HPP. So
your headquarters? What is a HPP?
Ma'am, HPP is Husband Protection Program.
Husband protection? I have never heard of such a thing. Why is he there?
Well, the problem we're having, we've been getting some actual complaints or whatnot, and not necessarily from him, but that you've been bullying your husband.
Okay, you know what? I'm at my job, and I'm going to need you to hold on 1 second so I can go in here. What did you say?
Have you and Sean had any arguments at all lately?
We're married. Have we had arguments? Of course you had arguments. What does that have to do with anything?
Have you guys had any altercations?
Any altercations?
Yes.
What kind of altercations?
Have you been bullying your husband in a physical way?
Have I been bullying him? Bullying him how?
Have you been
talking about bullying him?
For somebody to turn in and give us...
Somebody who? Because if it's him, you need to put him on the phone. If it's him, you need to let me talk to him.
I can't put him on. This is what I'm talking about.
What is what you're talking about? You call me at my job, talking about some freaking HPP crap, and somebody turns somebody in for some arguing. We're married. Who do you freaking know who's married and does not argue?
I understand you're married, but it is my job to protect husbands that are getting bullied by their wives. This is not an example.
Protection for me? He is my... What the... Okay, let me speak to him.
I'm not at liberty to let you speak to him right now. What you're not going to do is bully me as well. And I see what...
Everybody's trying to bully you. I want to know what's going on and why you were calling me at my job with some crap about him being at some headquarters of HPP. I don't even HPP is, never heard of HPP, and my husband is not even protected from anybody, especially not me.
It is Husband Protection Program. You've been bullying your husband. You've been using bad language with your husband. How long...
I want to talk to him. He's my husband. When he said I do, accept whatever she says to me, whenever she says it, and however she says it, and that's what the he gets. And if he has a problem with arguing with me, he needs to stop his crap, and it won't be no argument. And you tell him that.
You see, this is what we're talking about. This is why he's been picked up today and brought into our custody so that he would be definitely protected from you.
You know what? If he needs some protection and he's in your custody now, you can keep him there. How about that?
Well, here's what we're going to do. Somebody's going to be picking you up, bringing you in so we can have a conversation.
Picking me up and bringing me nowhere. What do you think this is?
We're bringing you in so we can have a conversation with you. Let me explain something to you, ma'am. We will be bringing you in, having a conversation with you, and trying to analyze.
Anywhere with you?
You're going to be coming in, and you're going to do exactly what we tell you to do.
I'm not going anywhere with anybody.
Are you physically or mentally abusing your husband?
You know what? You don't have to pick me up. Tell me where you are. I will come to you. You don't have to pick me up. I will come down there. I will handle you and him at the same time. You tell me where you are.
This is what we're talking about. I'm going to ask you a serious question. Is there some type of consequence if he doesn't listen to you?
Is there a consequence?
What are you doing? Are you treating your husband like a child? What are you doing to him?
If he's acting like a child, he's going to get treated like a child. If he has a problem with how I treat him, you talk to him about how he acts.
Let me ask you something, Miss Morgan. What do you do for a living?
I am head of security at this building, and they about to call security on me because I'm loud in this room back here.
Oh, so you're head of security. So you know all about putting people in chokeholds and how to apprehend a person, don't you?
That is my job. Yes, I do.
So are you doing that at home?
What? I'm not going to tell you again. I don't harm that man in any way. No way. Have I ever, would I ever, nor has he me. He needs to get his behind in his car and go back to work. We have bills to pay and don't have time for this crap.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening?
You don't have nothing to say to me, but that you about to put my husband on his phone and let me talk to him about this crap.
Sean, sit down. Sit down, Sean.
No, hand him the phone. Let me talk. I need to understand what the heck this is coming.
Sit down, Sean. I got it. Let me finish the conversation with, okay?
No, you don't need to finish it. Let me finish with his. Put him on the phone.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more thing to ask you. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening?
Go ahead.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your husband, Sean. Hello?
You... Forget you.
Morgan, you there?
I don't believe this crap.
Where you at right now, man? I was worried about the people at your job. Where you at?
I'm back here in this closet, sweating like a freaking pig in heat, dripping makeup everywhere. I cannot believe this.
Oh, God, man. Okay, baby, I got to ask you, what is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is. Husband protection program. We got to protect these husbands out there, man. We do. Hey, it could get out of control, okay? It's going down Friday night at the Barclays, baby. The Barclays Center in Brooklyn in the house. Friday, April 5th, April Fool's Comedy Jam, star-studded, Brian Hooks, Shantae Wayans, London Brown. Oh, my God, the list goes on. Lonnie Love in the house. Tori Hart in the house. Coco Brown, just hilarious. All of this is hosted by Rip Michael. D.L. Hughley is in the building. Bruce is in the building. What? Tracy Morgan in the building. And, of course, yours truly, Nephew Tommy in the building. And I believe it's DJ'd by DJ Envy in the building, okay? It is star-studded, and it is a line of funny, a line of ignorance. So be ye ready this weekend, April Fools. If you in New York City, I would be getting myself a ticket to the Barclays Center. That's what I would be doing. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nice.
Whew.
Okay.
You're going to be at the
BK.
Where Brooklyn at?
Sounds like a fun show, though, nephew.
It's going to be fun. I'm going to have some fun. I get to hang out with the fellas and see some comedians I ain't seen in a minute, so it's going to be good.
All right, well, coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. The subject is pre-existing conditions. You might want to listen to this one. All right, we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, pre-existing conditions. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 58-year-old single woman. I have been divorced for 4 years and my 2 children are grown. The man that I've been dating hasn't been honest with me, so I need your advice. We met on a blind date and it was one of the worst dates I've ever been on. The guy was not feeling well and he kept going to the bathroom. I told him that I could not see myself going on any more dates with him. And after a few days, he started begging me for a second date. I fell for it and went to his house for dinner. I noticed that he had a few prescriptions in the cabinet, so I asked about the medicine. He said he takes a prescription antacid and migraine medicine. I felt better knowing that it was nothing major. I've been getting to know him for the past 3 months, and I told him just about everything about me. Come to find out, he has not told me any important information about himself. I found out the hard way after he passed out while we were on a date, and I had to take him to the ER. After 2 hours in the ER, I was told that based on his history, he had to be admitted to the hospital again. I asked again, and she said he's been there 3 times so far this year. The nurse said that was all she could tell me since he was still asleep. I tiptoed on out of there when the nurse left because he is not my man and I didn't know he had pre-existing conditions. What if he is seriously ill? Should I stop talking to him before I end up his caretaker, or should I check on him and make sure he's going to be okay? Well, he definitely needs a caretaker for sure, because something is most definitely wrong with him. But his health is not your responsibility. It is his. You just met this man 3 years ago. You had no idea. But then he begged you and gave you a little information, and you went out with him a second time to his house. And that's when you found out that whatever he has is way more serious than what he said. He definitely left out a lot of information. You're asking the right questions, like what if he is seriously ill? And it sounds like he is. He should have told you the truth and what you were up against. And also, please know that you don't owe this man anything, so you don't have to start feeling guilty about what he has going on. But here's the other thing. You can check on him. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. You can text him. You can call him. If you don't want to date him, that's okay too. But, I mean, you can check on him and see how he is. It's nothing wrong with that. Steve?
Well, lady, listen to me. This ain't what you want. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, you don't really know this man. You 58, you a single woman. Been divorced 4 years, and you got 2 children, they grown. You done got rid of your worst child, which was your husband, and your 2 birth children are grown. We met on a blind date. This is it. This right here. We met on a blind date, and it was one of the worst dates I've ever been on. Okay, so why we need this letter then? You went on a blind date. It was one of the worst dates you ever been on. Ain't no more. We ain't finna do this no more. Okay, what happened? The guy was not feeling well, and he kept going to the bathroom. I told him I couldn't see myself going on any more dates with him. After a few days, he started begging me for a second date. I fell for it. Okay, guy could have just been sick. Never know. Get a man another chance. You ain't say nothing wrong with him. So you went to his house for dinner. Now, you did exactly what I tell women to do. I tell women, when you first go over a man's house, ask to go to the bathroom. First thing you want to do when you get in that bathroom, look in that medicine cabinet. The next thing you want to do is, if you're walking around the house, open these closet doors. You need to see what's in these damn closets.
She's just snooping.
And if you can get a look under that bed. All this you need to know. Skeletons in your closet. That's a Stevie Wonder song. You got to open these damn closets and get in that medicine cabinet and look under that bed. That's where all that is. You ain't even got to worry. Now, here you go. I noticed he had a few prescriptions in the cabinet. Good job. So I asked about the medicine. He said he takes prescription antacid and migraine medicine. He said he takes prescription for antacid, and migraine medicine. I felt better knowing that it wasn't nothing major. What? What, you felt better knowing what? It wasn't this major.
It's major.
This prescription this ain't Rolaids. He ain't taking Tums. He got a prescription antacid. Now, you was already at the dinner and he kept getting up. He can't eat nothing. Now, he gonna have pounding ass headaches. Oh. Now, you over here with this evil ass dude that can't eat. Now, he gonna be hungry because he can't eat and he can't keep no food down. Now, he got a damn headache. You know why he got a headache? Because he hungry. Now, last thing you need is an old sick ass man that can't eat and now he getting migraine headaches because he hungry. This is major.
Yeah.
I've been getting to know him for the past 3 months, and I told him just about everything about me. Come to find out, he ain't told me any important information about himself. Hell no, he can't. I'll tell you why.
Hang on. Tell us, when we come back. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, pre-existing conditions. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is pre-existing conditions.
Now, this woman, 58, she's single. She dating this man. She ain't said how old he is. But they went on a blind date, and she said it's the worst date she ever been on. Okay, so why we writing this letter, I don't know, but somehow they went out on a date. It was the worst date she ever been on. The guy wasn't feeling well. He kept going to the bathroom. Then you told him you couldn't see yourself dating him just because he's sick. But after a few days, he started begging for a second date. I fell for it. Then you go to his house for dinner. You did exactly what I tell single women all the time. When you go over to these men's house, especially if they old, go in that bathroom and open up that cabinet.
Snoop.
Get in them closets. Skeletons in your closet. You got to find out what's in them closets. And if you can, look under that damn bed. All these are places where the bodies is at. You need to know what you're dealing with. Okay, now, you noticed that you went into his house for dinner. You noticed he had some prescription. So you asked him about the medicine. He said a prescription antacid and a migraine medicine. You said, I felt better knowing that it was nothing major. That's major. You just was on the worst date because he can't stay. He can't keep his food down. Now, y'all at a restaurant, he got to keep getting up going to the bathroom because he can't hold food. Now, if a man can't hold food, what he going to do? He going to get hungry. And what happens when you get hungry? You get a damn headache. Now, guess what he get? He get migraines because he can't keep no damn food because he throwing up. These ain't Rolaids, Tums, Maalox. This ain't none of that. His ass got to get a prescription. Something wrong with him. So now you've been trying to get to know him the past 3 months, and you done told him everything about you. Come to find out he ain't told you anything important about himself. I found out the hard way after he passed out while we was on a date, and I had to take him to the ER. Right there. Now, he was going to the bathroom on the first date. Now his old ass was set up there and just fell out. Now he just fell out. We up in here talking, and I'm looking at his ass over there looking all woozy and everything. Then all of a sudden, bloom, he just hit the damn floor. He done fell out, knocked his plate all on the floor. Now he got spaghetti sauce all over his suit. I got people gathering around. I don't even know this man. Now I got to take his old ass to the ER, and after 2 hours in the ER, I was told based on his history, he had to be into the hospital. He got to be admitted to the hospital again. I said again. Yeah, again. Because she know his ass, because he done been down there before. Because I told you that prescription antacid ain't working.
He fell out.
His ass is set up in here and vomited, throwing up, diarrhea. Now he done just fell out. Body can't take no more. He done just fell his ass out.
You did not say
headache
all of
pounding
that.
so bad now he done just fainted. Now you 2 hours down at the ER. This ain't even your man. And once again, you didn't write how old he was, but he old. Because he's sitting up here, he didn't want to take the antacids right now because it make him go to the bathroom a lot. So now he going to try to have a evening without taking his pills. And guess what happened? Ass fell out. And I asked again, and she said he's been here 3 times so far this year. It's April 1st.
Once a month.
And hell, you talking about he done been down here 3 times. He go down here every month. And you finna sign up for this? You don't even know him. He ain't even had one of them crazy ass headaches yet.
Oh, God.
He just in here passing out at restaurants because he ain't taking that prescription antacid. You didn't see him hold his throat a little bit? You didn't hear that? When a man swallowing, you hear this? You hear that?
Uh-huh.
Something wrong. Now, the nurse said all she could since he was still asleep. I tiptoed out of there. Tiptoe? I'd have had them heels making so much noise in that hallway, it would sound like a horse was coming through it.
Click, 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 click.
Talking about you tiptoed out of there. You wasn't going to wake his ass up. He in the hospital. He on all types of drugs. They done put his ass to sleep. I tiptoed out of there when the nurse left because he is not my man, and I didn't know he had a pre-existing condition. I can tell you all about that. We get to deal with this all the time here.
What do you mean, Steve?
Junior? Junior got a pre-existing
This has
condition.
nothing to do with Junior.
And he is good. He got good spirit and everything.
Yeah.
He know how to handle it. He a man about it and everything. Your man down there just falling his punk ass out. Just fighting. He down there 3-4 times. He trying to take his pill. He's falling out at the table.
Well, maybe Junior has some
What if he is
advice for him.
seriously ill? What do you mean, what if? This the 3rd time he been in the hospital. What do you mean if he's seriously ill? There's something wrong with him. Should I stop talking to him before I end up being his caretaker? Hey, listen. Unless you're trying to open up a nursing home, I'll get my ass out of there.
Yeah.
Now, if you're trying to open up a nursing home and you want him to be the first patient, go ahead.
All right. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter.
And where
Harvey
his
FM.
kids at?
On Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes
Should I
after the
check
hour.
on him? You called down there, but I wouldn't go down there no more.
We got Sports Talk with Junior coming up right after this.
You got a room number?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Well, let's go ahead and just talk about it. The rematch from last year's championship game, Iowa versus LSU. You know, I really was rooting for LSU. I was. They fell short, 94-87 to Iowa. But that Caitlin Clark, I could tell
She was playing, man.
Can she shoot the ball?
He
or
can
what?
shoot.
Drop
He can
41. Drop 41.
Yeah.
In a big game like that, you have to give her credit. And Angel Reese, hold your head up, girl. You balled. You played your heart out. Yes, she did. And you know what? I'm talking about. I'm proud of the whole LSU team. Now I don't know nobody in Iowa, so I have to root for LSU. I don't know nobody.
You ain't been to Iowa.
I ain't been to Iowa. I ain't had no reason, but I'm telling you, that girl can play. Caitlin Clark shot the lights out. 94-87. Okay, then we had UConn and USC. UConn is going back to the Final Four. Juju Watkins, hold your head up too, girl. 80-73 UConn. Now you have all the Final Fours are set. Okay, we have North Carolina State, South Carolina on Friday, and UConn and Iowa playing to go to the national championship game. So it's gonna be 2 good games on Friday for sure. I'm telling you,
that's for sure.
Play. Yeah.
But you know what, Junior? You know what I hate? I hate that they're making this racial divide with LSU and
that's
Iowa
the same thing I was
in
thinking,
college
Carla.
basketball. Stop that. Stop
Yes.
pinning these girls
They do it
against each
everywhere.
other. Stop making this thing about race. This is college basketball, women's college basketball. And we're watching women's college basketball again.
Oh, they are.
because of how great these women are as athletes.
Yes.
I don't like all this nastiness on social media.
No,
that
I see that too, because Angel Reese is just as good as Caitlin Clark, and they're both going to the WNBA. They're both going to have a career in the NBA. And they both put women's basketball on the map. Yeah. We wouldn't have been watching this game. They have not played that well.
Yeah. You think Reese is going this year, or you think she'll play another year?
I would hope she would stay. I hope she would stay because she really does. Because Caitlin Clark is a senior. She's going to be to
the NBA.
Yeah.
She's out.
And she's going. And Angel going to be the face of women's college basketball next year. She would be the face. So it was really two good games. I was really proud of all the teams that played last night, and we got to see some young stars. Because Juju Watkins is a freshman, and she played hot like that.
Yeah, she is
crying. Really good for USC. Yeah, she was crying for USC. But I'm telling you, they played their heart out. So that's the women's. The men's is already said. Alabama, UConn, North Carolina State, Purdue. And it's crazy. North Carolina State got both their teams in the Final Four.
Men and women.
UConn. And UConn.
Yup.
Men and the women.
Let's go.
Let's go UConn. Let's go North Carolina State. They falling. That's coaching over there.
Yeah. Good coach.
I'm proud
athletes.
of it. All right,
let's go South Carolina.
All right,
let's go South Carolina. Yes.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, Steve, there's this guy on social media who needs some advice. He says, now that I have a girlfriend, my crush is interested. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, Brent on Facebook needs your advice. He says, I've been crushing on this girl from work for like the last 3 years, and she would never really give me the time of day. She was nice to me, but always brushed off my advances and refused multiple invitations to go out. A few months ago, I started dating another woman, and now, all of a sudden, my crush is taking an interest in me. She knows that I'm dating someone else, so I don't know if she's just playing with me or if she is genuinely interested. My current girlfriend and I are still in the getting to know each other phase, so ending it wouldn't be that difficult. Am I being a fool? Is my crush playing with me? What?
Hey, dog. What you talking about ending it for?
What? Yeah.
Y'all in the get to know each other phase. Well, let's get to know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But let's get to know everybody. She playing around till she sees somebody else want you. See that old hard to get. Okay, come on now, let's go see.
3 years?
So breaking up with her wouldn't be hard to do. What is you breaking up with her for? Dog, you might have a gold mine with you, but you need to go see about this other one, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, what you doing that for? Go out with both of them, see where you at. Mm-hmm. Women do it all the time. I ain't telling you nothing women don't do. And they know it.
And men do.
So how should he approach her? What should he?
Oh, okay. Well, let's go on out. Let's get to know each other. Just take it slow. Take it slow.
You still dating the other? You still in a relationship?
Yeah.
You still dating her?
You do it both of them.
We date.
You don't end nothing. You don't never end nothing.
What end it for? You see how I do my career? I don't cancel shows.
So wait a minute. So let me. You said something here. So if she asked him if he's dating the other girl, you said to tell her, yeah? Did you say? Did you just say that?
He said she know I'm dating this other woman. Now all of a sudden she interested.
Right.
Well, so since you know that and you interested, let's go and go out. Because me and this girl, he said, is in the getting there, know each other stage.
He must really like the girl at work, though, because he's willing to break
Hell yeah.
He's willing to break up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's why I had to go see what this is.
Okay. Well, hopefully write us back and let us know what happens. Are you going to be dating two, or are you going to dump her for real?
Oh, he going to lose both of them.
He doesn't know how to play it. What? Yeah. What?
I believe you. I believe you.
Why do you say that?
He don't know what he's doing because he done wrote in, so he already don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he wrote us. Yeah.
And your first time playing two, you're going to lose.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got another one. Come on, Shirley, what you got?
There's another one, yeah. This one's from Chandra, Steve, on Steve Harvey FM. Chandra says, I was talking to my parents about their financial situation. They're getting older and have been working less, and we decided that I would buy their house from them and let them live there until they pass or move into assisted living. I make enough to do this, and buying their house would be a good investment. All of my siblings are on board except for our oldest sister, who thinks I'm trying to take over my parents' lives. I think she's worried because over the years she's moved back into our parents' house twice when she fell on hard times. I told her I wouldn't object to that if that happened, and that only made her even more mad. I don't know how to handle this, and I don't want to alienate my sister, but I'm going through with buying the house. Any advice on how to deal with her?
No, just go and buy the house. Your sister ain't got the money for the house because she keep falling on hard times.
Yeah,
and you done told her that if she fall on hard times, you ain't gonna have no problem with her living there. She mad though. She don't want you to have that power. It's a good investment. Buy the house. Take the pressure off your mom and daddy.
Period. Okay.
Yeah, but you sound like you gonna put their ass in assisted living anyway, though. That's how you sound to me.
Wow.
All right.
Because she said
we'll have more
until they pass or they go to assisted living. Now, which one you think? She gonna let one of them hear them get here. I'm gonna tell you that.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. So, guys, I don't know if you've heard, but seniors are getting it in. They're having more sex, okay? Good. This is according to new research that found a huge spike in the number of sexually transmitted infections over the past 10 years. A new study, which will be presented at a medical convention in Spain next month, shows that STIs among people over the age of 55 have doubled compared to a decade ago. The study blames a spike. Yeah, doubled. A study blames a spike on rising divorce rates, less condom use, the availability of drugs like Viagra, and more older adults living together in retirement communities, and also an increased use in dating apps. So there you have it. STIs rising among the older generation. Yeah. 55 and older.
You can make all them noises you want to. They ain't changing. They ain't changing nothing.
But they talking about time when you use condoms, though? Why
Put
not?
the condom on, man.
I don't understand that.
I mean, that's the easiest one.
Well, you already ain't got long left. You gonna shorten that?
With an STI?
Come on, man.
I'll be damned. Now, you done got old and dumb. You spent all this time trying to get here. Now you here. Now you gonna cut it short. I don't need no condom. Okay.
You 60 down at the clinic. What you look like?
Yeah. You the oldest person down there.
That's true.
Come on, Papa.
What's wrong, sir? Woo, Lord, I'm burning.
Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour. That was startling news. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather go a month without your phone, or would you rather go a month without your car? Which one?
Oof.
Keep this phone. I got this cat.
Yeah, I think I need that car, man.
I need that car way more.
You can get a service.
Well, that's
Uber.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
Look at Steve.
You know how you are about your phone.
Oh, what?
He can't. Nah,
Yeah.
No, you can't. He can't.
I ain't never been in Uber, man. I don't even know what that is.
No.
I'm
All
gonna give
right.
up the car.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Because you could take
Keep
a
your
plane.
phone.
You don't drive now. You don't even drive now.
He
Yeah.
called
I know
anybody.
that way. I ride with anybody. Hell, I ain't drove a car. Been a minute.
All right. Would you rather none of your friends like your spouse, or none of your spouse's friends like you?
B. That's happening.
We
now.
said, would you rather? Is this what you're going through?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you-
that's
that's what you-
they already don't like me. I already know.
They don't like
I'm living B right now.
Junior, you're one of the nicest guys ever. What do you mean they don't like you?
Well, not today.
Not today.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Well,
they don't really know you. They don't really
Man,
know
I
you.
sure love telling the truth. I feel so much better getting that off my chest. Man,
Would you rather? It's therapeutic.
going
man,
through.
I'm so glad you asked me that one.
All the way through. I'll take
What are
B.
you going through?
Tommy said
Steve?
B.
Yeah. I don't want nothing. I don't want no problem with my wife. Nothing.
Steve? Which one?
I'd rather my friends not like my wife, because keep it to your damn self like you got to do anyway. I don't want her friends not liking me, though, because then that's a real problem, because they're going to be discussing it. You're going to have extra problems in your house for that one.
Man. All right. Would you rather always feel like you have to sneeze, or would you rather always feel like you need to pee?
I always feel like I got to pee now.
Yeah, I'm beating now. I'm beating now. Bladder going out.
You get our age, it's time again. It's time again.
How old did you just went?
It's time again.
Yeah, I enjoy peeing, so I...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. Would you
about
rather?
when you in there and your knees buckle? That's a good.
Would you rather you and your spouse be very passionate but argue all the time, or would you rather you and your spouse have not any passion, have no passion, but you get along perfectly? Which one? Passion, but you argue.
Yeah, I'm arguing with that passion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should not answer this question. I should.
If we ain't having no passion, I don't know how the hell we gonna get along no way. So
right.
Yeah. Good point. That part.
All right.
What, Junior?
I don't need to answer the question, Tommy.
What is the problem?
Yeah, you really don't. You really don't.
I mean,
you need to shut up. Go to break, Shirley.
Years. It hasn't been a year. What are you talking about? Thank you, guys. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, last break of the day on this Tuesday. Wow.
Yeah.
This day went by.
April
didn't
2nd.
It went by, didn't it?
Sitting up in there watching Junior grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's exciting watching you grow, man.
Yeah. Do you know, Unc, you've been knowing me since I was 21 years old, Unc.
Wow.
You've been knowing me that long.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you watch me grow. You watch me do a lot of things.
We watch you get older. We don't watch you grow. You still
Shut up, Tommy. You don't have to say everything that comes
See how,
to your mind.
You know what, Tommy? You're not a really good teammate, Tommy, today. You're just not
Tell
one.
him, Junior.
You not one.
Damn,
You
Junior, I
said
care
the
about
wax in my ear. I got to talk to Uncle about that too. Boy.
Yeah.
That was
Everything.
earlier on the show.
Everything going on with Junior. Junior come here. He come every morning. Ooh, Uncle, I can't sneeze. What you think that is? I don't know. What's going on?
Well, Unc is his mentor. He is his
Let
mentor.
me do something here. My closing remarks today. How about that? Because it can come from that. Well, no, not particularly about Junior, but just about in life in general. Okay. I'm pretty sure he could use it. But we were talking about coping skills earlier. Mm-hmm. And what I try to get people to understand is life is a series of things that happen in everybody's life. You know, people too casually throw around the word karma. Like every time something happened to somebody, people go, okay, that's karma. That's something coming back at him. No, a lot of this stuff is life. When the company closes, that ain't karma on you. There's a lot of people lost their job in that company closed. Things happened during COVID. It wasn't just cause of you. That wasn't karma. Everybody had to deal with COVID. You lose a loved one, somebody you love passed. That ain't karma. That's a part of life. Somebody leaves you, you break up with somebody. That's not karma. That's life. You got to watch how people use karma to make you feel some kind of way every time something happened to you. They try to make you feel bad about it. Sometimes, y'all, it's just life. And the way life is set up where we are required to pass a series of tests over and over and over and over. The reason you have the test is so that when you pass the test, you pick up what's called experience. This thing called experience are coping tools. Experience is a coping tool. That's why as you get older, everything should not affect you the same way. If you get through something and you face this something again, the second time you see it, you should have developed a coping skill from having dealt with it before that allows you to get through it a little bit more comfortably this time. I remember when I was younger, one arrow, you could shoot me with one arrow and it would drop me. Now I'm standing up here, man, with probably 30 arrows in my back right now. But I'm still functioning. I'm still rolling on. Because the one arrow that used to drop me, I got 30 in my back right now and I'm still walking around and you don't even know the 30 back there. Because I've developed so many coping skills. I remember when the internet first came out. I remember when I first was getting drugged on the internet, how it affected me. Now I don't give a doggone what you put out there. I'm telling you, man. I done got battle tested because I learned the coping skills of it. And God had to show it to me because where he's taking me, I have to have a tougher skin. So for those of you that's going through stuff, everything you're going through is preparing you for where you're going to. See, in order to get to where you want to go to, you got to go through something. Everything you want is on the other side of going through. Ain't nothing you want just laying right in front of you at your feet. Everything you want in life is on the other side of uncomfortable. It's on the other side of trials and tribulations. It's on the other side of challenges. You got to get yourself in this fight, man. And once you develop the skill sets, the coping tools, you get to use them again. Somebody asked me, said, man, it seems like you know a lot about a lot. I've been through a lot. I used to wonder why God was making my life this way. I didn't understand it. For the life of me, I just couldn't figure it out. Oh, Lord, woe is me. Lord, why me? Why not you? Because you have no idea why I'm taking you, man. And when you get there, you're going to have to be this person right here. You're going to have to be able to tell people in the morning how to have a better day. I used to not be a morning person, but a guy named John Walker out of Rochester, New York, he broke me from that when I was 21 years old. So now I'm a morning person. I didn't know how important being a morning person was until I got on Morning Drive Radio. I can't come over here, man, and be, oh, woe is me, and y'all sitting up in there tuning in to me. Oh, what's wrong now, Steve? Well, my hip went out. Now, man, what? Are you crazy? I have developed so many coping skills because I've gone through so many challenges. You can appreciate the dark moments in your life if you just accept the takeaway. Every challenge provides you with an experience. Every experience makes you more prepared for the next one. Thank you, Lord, for the hardships that I've endured and overcome. And now I have coping skills. Those are my closing remarks. Maybe that's why it's happening to you, so you can develop the coping skills. Y'all have a great day. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.